And it's 10 o'clock, and we have some wonderful guests that have happened to wander into our studio. This doesn't happen to us very often, that we have an assemblage of talent, the likes of which, well, am I embarrassing you guys yet?
Not yet, but I think if you keep going...
We've got Walter Becker, who gained great fame and prominence in Steely Dan, and we have another man who also did the same. Both you guys have won so many Grammys, I don't even want to think about it. That, of course, is Roger Nichols, who I know he's taken at least 3. Is it 3 or 4?
3.
Oh, only 3. That's right. You didn't win. That one year. But
he was disqualified by the morals clause that year, I think.
Well, let's not go into that now because we are a family statewide radio station, as I say.
This is the morning show too, right?
It's what's left of it. I don't know. If you guys heard any of the show this morning, we got baked by a heat wave, and then we had a tremendous argument with our chopper pilot who came in and molested Cat Hargis on the air, and well, there was a lot of mean stuff that had. No,
Can I be your next chopper pilot?
See, Kat really makes this whole show work. Without her, we're just a bunch of goons sitting around. But, no, listen, guys. First of all, what are you doing here? Can you give us a concise description of your current activities?
I live here, and Roger is just visiting for the day. He wanted to take a vacation here in Hawaii, but... he didn't have enough money to come for more than one day.
Right, the plane fare was fine, but I just couldn't afford the hotels.
The hotels are too expensive, so he's flying back this afternoon, and then I'm just going to go back to my house. Actually, we were over here playing around at Lahaina Sound, which is right down the mall from you guys. In fact, we were just looking for the Mexican restaurant, and we wandered in here by mistake because you guys had those funny hats on, you know?
Yeah, they're dunce hats. We usually wear them after we screw up pretty bad, and we made a number of tremendous errors today, not the least of which is allowing me to even be on the air ever, because no, really, if you only knew how many times people have been saying to me, don't talk so much, play music. Without any further gabbling, I just want to know, what is the status of your projects that you've got going here? I know you were just discussing a little bit before we went on.
Well, we have a band, an English band, whose name I'm not at liberty to divulge, that we're trying to bring over here to do their next album at Lahaina Sound, and that maybe will happen in a month or two. And who knows? After that, the sky's the limit, right?
Yeah!
Vaudeville may come back, you know.
John Denver, I heard John Denver mentioned. Roger, what's up?
Yeah, we're working on a new album recording it in Vancouver because John is starring in a new TV series that they're shooting the pilot for on CBS, and they have to do that up in Vancouver so it looks more like Alaska. It's about Alaskan bush pilot. And so on the weekends we're recording. So I have to fly to Maui during the week and Vancouver on the weekends.
Oh, I have to do that.
Yeah.
We're sitting over here with one of your works, I think.
A disc that you guys spent a lot of time on.
I was just wondering, what's your favorite
money
cut?
too.
What's your favorite
On
cut?
the Steely Dan album?
Yes,
Sorry?
we got Gaucho here.
We have Gaucho. This is, I believe, the official last Steely Dan record.
That's right. That was the official
or unofficial.
The official last Steely Dan album. You know, I had my entire brain erased by the process of making that record, so I can't really remember any of the cuts that are on it.
Come on, you can remember at least one particular favorite one.
Well, let's just play the first one there. I mean, we wouldn't have put it first if we didn't think it was good, right?
You've got a great point, and it happens to be one of my favorite ones too. Before we shoot it though, could you just describe how many takes it took to do Babylon Sisters?
I think we need a higher math to
That's right.
that.
We can't express that in ordinary numbers. We'd have to use a lot of exponents and little weird squiggles and things to describe how many takes. It took 2 years in the studio to make this album.
I think it ultimately was one too few, is the way it always
Right. If we had just gone one more take, I think we really would have had something.
Yes.
Well, there's too many questions I'd love to ask you. I know a lot of listeners love the work that you guys did on this particular track, especially. How many mixes? Just to give us a rough idea, and to give the listeners a shot at comprehending this. A mix is, of course, what you get after all the basic tracks and all the sweetening stuff is in there. Now you've got to sit down and decide what the levels are going to be on all those lovely... What was this? How many track? Of course, it was...
this was
64?
24. No, this was just 24 track, but there were a lot of things on each track. So you'd have to switch between guitars and vocals and saxophones all on one track.
We never stopped until
Yeah.
all 24 tracks were
completely full.
completely full. That's
Yeah.
how we knew when the record was finished.
And we actually got the gold floppy disk award the first time it was ever issued to anybody for the number of mixes it took to complete this album.
In fact, Roger has the gold floppy disks at home on his wall, or actually on the wall of the van that has all his belongings in it right
Yes.
now since he's moving.
Walter, I know you play bass and guitar.
Yeah.
Which instruments were you on this particular track?
I don't think I played anything on this track. To tell you the truth.
Come on, my favorite one, and you didn't play on it. You got to be kidding.
No, I don't think I
Get
played
out the
on
liner
this one.
notes. Get them out. Get the liner.
I don't recall playing on this one, and I'm probably right about that. But you know, my
notes, guys.
yeah, we didn't have any time left for liners notes by the time we were finished with this. But I'm sure that my mark is all over this one, in
All right.
one way or another.
All right. Do you have any final comments or curses or maledictions? Anything really crazy you'd like to shoot out into the entire state?
Well, I just want to tell the entire state how fortunate I am to live here in Hawaii, and how fortunate Roger is to be here for all day today.
Listen, we want Roger to be our main man here at the Superstations. I've tried many times to get him in here, and I don't know what else to tell you. I just want him to stand around and make jokes. That's the main thing.
That's Roger's long suit, actually. Yes.
Okay, Walter Becker and of course Roger Nichols, both of whom worked on every Steely Dan record ever, and yeah, I don't know. It's really been a great experience having you both here. Thanks a lot for dropping in.
Okay, can you pass the salts and chips, please?
FM 101, AM 65. Why not? And that's that.
Sail on a dream, on a crystal clear ocean, to ride on the crest of a wild raging storm, to work in the service of life and the living, in search of the answers to questions unknown, to be part of the movement and part of the growing, part of beginning to understand. Hi, Calypso, the places you've been to, things that you've shown us, the stories you tell. Hi, Calypso, I sing to your spirit, the men who have served you so long and so well. Like the dolphin who guides you, you bring us beside you to light up the darkness and show us the way. For though we are strangers in your silent world, to live on the land we must learn from the sea. To be true as the tide and free as a wind swell, joyful and loving in letting it be. Oh, Calypso, I have places you've been to, things that you've shown us, the stories you tell. I, Calypso, I sing to your spirit, the men who have served you so long and so well. I, Calypso, the places you've been to, things that you've shown us, the stories you tell. I, Calypso, I sing to to your spirit, the man who has served you so long and so well.
I'm a napalm bomb, guaranteed to blow your mind. Oh, baby, I'm a napalm bomb, baby.
Growing up is not so easy.
Growing up,
you're gonna have hard times, but you can make it.
I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Ah, you made me leave my happy home.
Saving all my money all week long.
Every rhyme I kick comes equipped like a Land Cruiser. Bruisers and busters, I don't trust you, so I keep the Luger loaded and ready. Plus my aim is steady. One false move, you feel the fire like Teddy.
You're waking me up at the break of dawn, making me put my old overalls on. Sleepy time is done come and gone, but I ain't gonna work today.
Why'd you pick on me? Why'd you pick on me? Out of all the people in the whole wide world, why'd you pick on me?
I hope you win that prize, pass that blue ribbon test.
Si una potrada sana, caballo viejo se encuentra.
El pecho se le desgrana, no le hace caso, faceta, no lo ve desenfreno, es como un trueno, no lo paran para ajeno.
Ni lo paran para esa rienda. Venga, caballo viejo, caracha negro.
Va llegando la borde de distinta manera, yo no me doy cuenta cómo se contenta, la toca revienta, caballo, 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 le dan sabana.
She's
real fine, my 409. She's real fine, my 409.
For I have the warmth of the sun within me at night.